I don't want to tell him your dirty little secret.
I do have a lot of dirty secrets.
First time I met him, I thought, really? What you see is not necessarily what you get.
All right, guys, today I'm going to be talking about the secret bromance that I have with this guy. You guys know Alpha M, and for years, you guys have seen us popping in videos. We've had businesses together. We still have businesses together.
Yep.
And in today's video, we are going to reveal why our relationship works, right?
Our bromance is strong. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And make sure, gents, to stick around to the end of the video. I've got a special guest. We got a cameo appearance, so you don't want to miss it. All right, so first up, we've got
Loyalty, the Godfather.
Yeah, so loyalty, I know for guys, especially me, this is just something that we prize that's important. And
let me give you some examples. I'm not going to mention names, but
yeah.
So over the course of our illustrious bromance, we have had different people come into our lives that may not have been amazing or done something to us individually. Well, this one time, I remember, who it was, and you were upset. You're like, hey, this guy that I thought was my friend is kind of, he was kind of saying some hurtful things.
And this was a mutual friend.
It was a mutual friend. And so I basically was like, this is complete bullshit. And sorry, it's unacceptable. And so what I did, being his friend, it was unacceptable. And so I went to this person and did I copy you on the email? You saw what I said.
I think he BCC'd me.
Yeah, anyway, I handled it because I knew that he wasn't going to, but as a good friend and somebody that you love and respect, you don't want other people talking trash. Now, if there was something, stupid or he did something, that he deserved.
Well, even then, if you get in a fight, you want someone that's got your back, even if you are in the wrong.
But same thing. I'm going to say, reciprocate it.
Yeah.
There was a situation with me that happened over some watches.
Yes.
And I did this movement, versus Rolex video.
You mess with this guy, you mess with me.
Exactly.
And we like that people have our backs. And this guy, I just simply won't do interviews with him. I won't talk to him simply because he did not treat my friend with respect.
And that's the other thing, when you have a strong relationship, it's just about I trust Antonio, is trust another one or no?
No, not trust. Yeah.
Trust. Okay. Yeah. So that's the other thing. I could go to Antonio and say, Antonio,
He told me where he hides his money.
Exactly. I said, I could go to him for anything. I trust you 10,000%.
I taught him how to shoot a gun.
And I can't say that for everybody, right? There aren't that many people that I know 100%. I know that there's one person that I could go to that would take care of business. Anything I needed, don't even ask. Antonio, I need you here tomorrow. I'm on a flight.
Oh, and by the way, this guy's going to be the godfather to my daughter.
Godfather.
That's right.
Now, because you live in a geographically undesirable location, you can't say the same thing for me. I would get there, but I would probably try to solve it with cash first.
The next key to a solid bromance, having things in common. Things that you guys can talk about, things that you can commiserate together when they're not going your way, things that, maybe it's going to be food, maybe it's going to be wine. It can be a love of animals. Right, Frank? Frank, give me a kiss. Could be a love of art. I know this is something that's really near and dear to Aaron, something that he's actually gotten me into. I've started actually collecting a few pieces, prints here. I know I've got particular friends that they love to go to the shooting range. And this is something that I share, just going in and putting some lead in on the target. Maybe it's spending quality time in the gym. In fact, this is one of the best ones out there. Spending time taking care of your body, and look at that. He has got a Smith machine. Let's not make fun of him. Seriously though, Aaron is he's in great shape. He inspired by this guy here. He has actually won bodybuilding competitions. And I reach out to Aaron for advice when it comes to getting into better shape and improving my diet. Next up, we've got dreams in common. This is different than just interests in common. This is you looking forward. If you have big ambitions, you want to go out there and change the world, you want to start a nonprofit, you want to start a business, you want to go out, go be the first person in your family to go to college, then you want to surround yourself and you want to have friends with people that are also ambitious and going after things. Because if you surround yourselves with people that are either negative or, even harder, people that are happy with the status quo, again, you can have some great friends that are fine, just keeping things steady. But some of you guys that have gone on to great things have had to leave your circle of friends. Yeah, they decided, hey, you know what? I am fine staying around. You wanted to go to grad school. You wanted to move to a new city and start something differently. So make sure that you've got dreams in common. This really helps when, especially if you're ambitious, because you feed off each other and it is just great. It works out well. Otherwise, that person is going to be like a vampire and just sap energy from you.
He offered to assist them with their
Yeah.
At one point, he arranged the place for the wife to stay.
All right, so next up, we're talking about the importance of equality in a friendship. Basically, that there's give and take, but people, in a sense, are both contributing to the relationship, right?
Exactly. I've had friendships, well, quote unquote friendships, where it was either me doing all the work and, really nurturing that relationship, or the other person, and I really wasn't very involved. I wasn't getting the value. But with Antonio and I, it's equal, right? I call him the bitch as much as he calls me the bitch. And it's, we always are bringing, kind of like, the same amount of energy and passion to, our conversations and our friendships. So I think, equality. All right, this is me over here.
As you can see, we are doing a pregnancy test together.
What do you think? I think
Aaron is not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant, and I think we're good. I think we're good. I think it's been at least like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about sacrifice. This is something, it's not sexy, but it is, I think, when you've got a real friendship, when you've got a real connection with someone, you're willing to go the extra mile. You're able to do things for them. I mean, I don't really consider this a sacrifice. It's actually very enjoyable coming to see you.
Yep.
But there are certain things, like I sacrifice time. We have to take COVID tests, all that other fun stuff. But it's worth it. When you have someone you care about, you've got someone that you've got a bromance with, you've got just a deep friendship, you are not afraid to give up time, to maybe even loan that person money with no expectation of return. You're just willing to sacrifice for the other person. I mean,
sacrifice. I don't know if sacrifice is, I don't know that I would qualify that as a component of a bromance. I think that
a little bit of and being able to say what you want to say, being a straight shooter. I appreciate that about Aaron.
Sacrifice. It was a sacrifice for me to come out to meet you because I hated you.
He did.
Like, who is this?
I mean, he just couldn't stand next to me because he's like, man, that guy is so much better looking than me.
That was it. I'm like, God, I can't stand this. But no, I don't know the sacrifice. For me, I don't think it's about sacrifice. When you're in a friendship and, or any relationship, it's not sacrifice. Yes, you're going to have situations that you are going to have to, do things that might be a little bit inconvenient. Perfect example, my wife, right? Her mother is it's tough right now because she has dementia. She's in a home, and every other day I'll go over, take time out of my day, take time out of my, my busy schedule to go and make sure that she's okay. I'm not necessarily doing it for her. I'm doing it for the person that I love, my wife, because, that's what you do. It's any healthy relationship is going to just be something where it doesn't feel like a sacrifice. It just feels like this is what you do for people that you love.
What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments below. I know that we missed some points on what makes for a great bromance, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of insight.
Being able to laugh. Another one is a big one for me, right? Because here's the thing. If you don't have the ability to laugh at yourself or a similar sort of sense of humor, or if one person takes the one person takes themselves super seriously and the other person is a little bit more.
I do take myself seriously.
It's you've got to have, sense of humor, I think is part of it. We laugh all the time about stupid things that we do, stupid things that other people do, most of the time what other people do because they're stupid. Anyway, I think sense of humor for me is a big one. I've got to be able to laugh with the person that I'm close with, and so for me, sense of humor is one.
I do feel that we complement each other, Aaron. I have to say that you are a great talker, and I'm probably a better listener.
Yeah.
Because
I don't want to tell them your dirty little secret.
I do have a lot of dirty secrets, but that's another thing is you
but
can
I won't
share.
tell. I won't tell you.
Yeah.
But Antonio, the first time I met him, I thought, really, what you see is not necessarily what you get in terms of He comes across so
Let's just think that if I wasn't doing real men, real style, I'd be doing real men, real freaky. Like, and for some reason, he finds it just odd that I actually.
I'm like, yeah. This one you got to watch out for, ladies. Be careful.
Hey, I'm a married man, but yes, I love the ladies. All right, so for this next point, I'm turning it over to my good friend, Jeff of the Style OG.
Antonio, a little earlier you talked about loyalty. What I want to hit on is respect. Now, loyalty to me, that feels like something you're obligated to do. Because this person has a certain position in your life, you're going to do certain things because you feel like you have to keep the relationship intact. But it's not necessarily something you maybe want to do. But respect, I believe, is different because you admire the person. What they think means something to you. You value the friendship. You don't want to do anything to throw the relationship off because that person means something to you. This is your guy. If you weren't friends anymore, there'd be a void. And there's a little small thing that's different with male relationships. We know if we push things too far and disrespect each other, there's always a low-level threat of violence. If you push things too far from me, there's a chance I might haul off and punch you in your face. I'm going to respect you, I'm going to respect your boundaries, and I'm going to respect what's important to you. So like I said, with loyalty, it's something you feel obligated with, but if I respect you as a friend, I admire you, what you think, how you feel, your boundaries, and what's important to you are important to me as well.
I think we've got a little bit of
We've got a
mutual
great
respect
mutual
here.
respect.
Yeah,
Of course.
And I just happen to be here in Atlanta, and I'm happy that I got to see you.
And man, I've been so excited to see you. It's been a long time. When you have bromances, you got to keep them going. You
That's
gotta
right,
make
guys.
sure you make those connections.
That's right, guys.
And value your friend because you never know what can happen.
True.
And true friendships are very valuable. And you got to put the effort to cultivate them and keep them going.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have. I don't have anyone for you to give a salute to, but yeah.
But hey, audience in general, you guys, Antonio's viewers are some of my viewers. I respect you guys like I respect Antonio. So what you do as a sign of respect, you salute.
Awesome. Take care, guys. What video to watch next? Well, guys, I got you covered here with a surprise video. Yes, I'm not going to let you know which one. Don't worry, I'm not going to rickroll you. It's going to be a good, solid video. What am I talking about? Find out, guys, a surprise video. And yeah, where am I going to send you? Find out by clicking right here.